Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our English class. So for today, our topic is all about action words. Okay, so when we say action word, these are the movement and the action that we conduct to make an action. Okay, so as you can see in our PowerPoint, the cartoon is jump. The action that he portrays is jump or jumping. Okay, so what is an action verb? We all know that a verb is one of the most important parts of the sentence. It tells the subject actions, the event, or the state of a being. It is always found in the predicate of a sentence. A short verb that shows action is called an action verb. Okay, these words are action words. Cough, run, swallowed, ride, and sound. Okay, these are examples of an action words. Okay, so in this sentence, can you find the action verb in the sentence? The girls dance in the recital. Okay, where is the action verb here? Okay, so if your answer is dance, you are correct. Okay, so in number two, a mailman drove a funny car last week. Okay, so where is the action verb here? Okay, so if your answer is drove, okay, that's it. Your answer is correct. Okay. So next one, number three, his teacher wrote the answers on the board. Okay, so where is the action verb here in sentence number three? Okay, if your answer is wrote, okay, exactly, you are correct. Okay, so number for example, Alice worked on her homework last night. So where is the action word here in example number four? If your answer is work, you got it the correct answer. Okay. So we have the tenses of the verb. We all know that we have the present verbs or the action verbs that describe an action that is happening now. Is called present tense verb. The action is really happening now. Okay. For example, the bird flies through the sky. Okay. So the action verb here is flies because the action is happening right now or in the present tense. Okay. So a present tense verbs may present these verbs end with s, but some end with es or ies. So these are the way how you identify present tense of the verbs. Your tense of the verbs end with s. It's either your verb end with es or ies. For example, slips, splashes, cries. Okay, so these are the example of a present tense. Okay. Okay. In the past verb. Okay. Verbs which tells about the action which is happened time ago or a past tense verbs. Okay, the actions happen from the past. Okay, the dog wanted a bone. Okay, so wanted is a past tense verb because the action has already happened. Okay, that's the way how you know I identify past tense of the verb. Okay, the verbs end with ed, but some with the or ied. Okay, for example, clap, played, cried. Okay, so these are the example of a past tense of the verbs. Next, we have the future verbs. Okay, the verbs which tell about the actions which are going to happen to the future. So that's what we call a future tense of the verb. Okay, for example, we will awaken at 6 a.m. So our subject here is will awaken because it is a future tense. The action has not yet happened. Okay, so a future tense of verbs must follow special words to talk about things that will happen. For example, will, going to, shall, aim to, and so on and so forth. Okay, for example, going to start. Well, when you figure it out, shall email. You are really will enjoy. Okay, so these are the example of a future tense because the actions will be happen in the future, not the action cannot be conducted because the action can be happen in the future. Okay. So what is a helping verbs? Okay, a helping verbs works with the main verb to help you understand what action is taking place. For example, Elmer was using the computer. Okay, so we have the helping verbs here was, and the main verb is using. So this is how you identify and how to use helping verbs because the main verb help you to understand what action is taking place. Okay, so these are the example of helping verbs that we might use in our sentence. Okay, for example, we have the be, being, been, are, is, was, were, do, does, and did. Okay, so these are the example of helping verbs that we can use to understand what the action taking for. Okay, so a helping verbs or not in every sentence will have a helping verbs or with the main verb. Or not all the sentence have a helping verbs with the sentence. When you see an ing verb such as running, be on the lookout for a helping verb also. Okay, if your verb is end with ing, you don't need to have helping verbs to the main verb. Okay. Okay. Sometimes there is another word which is separate the helping verb from the main verb. One common example is enough, as in the body couldn't find his sock. Okay. The helping verb is couldn't, could, and the main verb is find. Okay. So sometimes there is another word that we separate, but through contraction, we can combine them by omitting some words. Okay. A sentence may contain up to 3 helping verbs to the main verb. Okay. For example, your sentence have or contain 3 helping verbs. That is okay. Okay. For example, the dog must have been chasing the cat. Okay. So we have here 3 helping verbs in the sentence. We have the must and have and been. Okay, so these are we can use 3 helping verbs in the sentence uh, depending to the sentence that we are trying to say or trying to portray. Okay. Okay, so another one is okay. 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 So those are how would you identify helping verbs or the action verbs? We have the present tense, we have the past tense, and the future tense. Okay, and like what I said, we can use helping verbs if your sentence need in helping verbs, but not sometimes. If your verb or action verb is ends with ing, no need to add helping verbs. Okay, and then you can your sentence must contain 3 or more helping verbs in the sentence is correct also, depending on the sentence that you are trying to portray or writing for. Okay, so this is our topic. It's all about action verbs, and I think you learned a lot from this topic. And if you have question, okay, you have contact me on my messenger or on our group chat. Okay, so that's it for today, and have a nice day. Bye bye, everyone.